Alrighty, boys, we're back. Another week has passed. Interesting fantasy week. Not gonna lie, lots of just stinky teams this week, but not a lot to report on. It's kind of one of those weeks that is weird. We're just gonna jump right into it. Don't have a super long intro besides Go Green tonight. We've got a controversial matchup in the Travis household tonight, as the Celtics are taking on the Sixers in the season opener. And when your wife's from Philadelphia, that's going to be interesting and fun. So we're excited for that. Shout out to the Celtics, even though we're looking at football right now. So let's hop on over to the screen, and let's check the standings here real quick. We've got two teams at the top still at 5-1 with only one loss. Kevin and Matt doing very well for themselves. Myself, Jared, and Dunn are sitting at 4-2, and then the rest of the field is looking interesting. Ben has been sliding back slowly, down to now 1-5. This was kind of a sleeper moment. Well, he's not a sleeper because he's 1-5, but I don't know. I guess he was off my radar for a little bit. But him and Ari sitting at 1-5, Joe and Brandon at 2-4. Just to recap, kind of points for right now, Matt and Kevin obviously first and second, with me and Jared neck and neck, off by only a point, and then Dunn with only 630. Is very lucky when he has the least amount of points against, so that is significantly helping his 4-2 record. Excuse me. But just checking the final standing projections before we dive into the matchups. Dunn dropping to fourth. I'm currently sitting at third. Jared was getting chirped by Kevin significantly in the chat this week. Don't really know what that was about or where the beef's coming from, but Jared is being slept on. I am afraid of Jared's team, to be honest with you. If you look at that team, I don't want to play it. And then Sternick dropping down to 8th. Kevin jumping up significantly to 1. Brandon 9. For some reason, Joe is at 5th, which is shocking to me. Don't really know what is going on with that. That is not correct. I guarantee you can put it in the calendar, October 18th, 2022. There is no shot Joe finishes 5th this year. He will be below that. And then recapping the poll, Cinnamon Toast Crunch took the victory. I was really encouraged by the participation in this poll. We actually got 100% of votes here, which is good to see. I am encouraged. I'll be sending out another poll soon. But let's just peep the scoreboard, kind of see what we were looking at from week 6. I had a matchup against Brandon. It was coming down to the wire, to be honest. Brandon had Melvin Gordon and his kicker left, and I had Eckler left. I was up by like 10, and Melvin Gordon put up a stinker. These teams are like, the Broncos have been horrible for fantasy. That's partly why Ben's 1-5, because he had half the Broncos lineup starting yesterday. And then the Commanders are just terrible. Like Curtis Samuel, I don't know what I'm doing with him in my starting lineup. Carson Wentz is an abomination of a football quarterback. I really got bailed out this week, though, to be honest, if it wasn't for Allen and Hill. And Eckler, actually. Eckler has finally, all the crap I gave Eckler for the first couple weeks, has now put up 31, 34, and 19. Good thing I didn't trade him to Joe for Montgomery and Debo. That would have been devastating. But yeah, not much to report here. Moving over to this matchup, the team that Sternick put out is really unfortunate, but he also had heads on bye, so understandable. Cordell Patterson's also injured. Nakeem Hines, I think, is also injured. Yeah. So, that's a stinker. That's almost worse than Joe's worst performance a couple weeks ago. So, Dunn got a free win with 90 points. The That's what I'm saying. Dunn is getting very lucky with the points against. Ben also put up a stinker against a very beatable Matthew Maxwell team this week. He got away with a steal as well. I mean, I don't know what to say. This is just these two performances are horrendous, and I'm really hoping that we can have some improvement soon from the two of you. It's really tough to see you guys go out like this. This was a slugfest. I kind of feel bad for Jared in this situation. Aaron Rodgers has been given up. He's just a stinker, to be honest. I don't know. To see this scoreline against the Jets shocked me. 27-10. Oops, didn't mean to do that. But this is crazy. I don't remember the last time the Jets were 4-2. And then also beating Green Bay by 17. Like, what is happening in the fantasy football world right now? And then Ari and Joe. Actually, you know what? For the two bottom teams, they're both 1-4, I think. This was a decent game. You know, you got to give credit where credit's due. This is a decent game. Can't really blame either of them for the teams that they put out. Ari had freaking everyone on bye. Holy crap. Ari would have smoked Joe if he had his players. But it is going to be interesting to see as we kind of progress these next couple of weeks what things happen, because all these buys are going to screw, at least for me, my team's screwed over this week. I mean, I'm playing Joe, so I might have a chance because Joe's team typically scores less than 90 points, so I might be fine. But I don't know. These buys are kind of screwing us all over. Granted, you guys don't have your teams in at this point, so these projections are kind of wrong for what people might have. But I don't know. Let me know how you guys are feeling about these bye weeks. I feel very nervous. I feel like it's still anybody's chip at this point. I mean, Kevin's been bailed out a couple times. He's beatable. I beat him. He can trash to all of you except me, so I'm really not worried. I'm riding a 4-game winning streak. I'm probably going to lose this week, so I'm just going to shut up before I even get ahead of myself. But I don't know. There's no one good. Let's just take a look at this real quick. Just embrace me for a second. Who the heck are you possibly going to pick up in the waiver wire? There's literally no depth this year for running backs, for wide receivers, for tight ends. You have no depth. Like, everyone is kind of so mediocre, it's not even funny. Like, the best wide receiver right now is Michael Gallup. And who knows if Dak Prescott's even going to play. Like, it's just so bizarre what is happening right now. I feel like, just like the economy, the fantasy football waiver wire market is crashing. So best of luck to all of you in the next week 7. We are at the halfway point for, I think we're at the halfway point for the league, for the season. So congratulations on getting this far. We're at a turning point for those teams that are at the bottom. Let's maybe can make a push to get to the top. And Kevin and Matt stay up top? I was going to try to come up with something clever. I'm trying my best with these, so hopefully this is fine. But, yeah, y'all suck, and I'll catch you in the next one.